Hi, so my name is Christine and I'm going to do we'll be doing the chair yoga. So a nice comfortable chair. And I'm just gonna back up a little bit here onto my mat. So if you have your chair placed on your mat like that, and then you'll just sit. We're going to do a tapping and then a shaking, kind of shake everything out, maybe sitting on the computer or, on the phone, whatever, just to kind of open up our body, which is a very calming to our nervous system. And there's a lot of benefits to this, energizing the body as well as calming to the nervous system, reducing stress. And, this whole past year has been a little stressful, I'm sure, for everyone around the world. And these two exercises really help to give a little more energy and a little more focus and balance. And so I thought tonight's theme of the class could be that of balance and linking our breath with our movements. And that is a very calming to our nervous system, and it helps there's a lot of benefits to it. I have a book here that I'm reading by Eddie Stern. It's One Simple Thing, and it's just a science way of looking at yoga, and it's kind of just breaks it down, very simple things. And so I'll have a couple of quotes from this book that I'd like to share. And then just a little bit about this class. We're going to really ground, pressing our feet into the mat below us, and we're going to try to engage your muscle to your bone. So if you're going to extend your arm, you're going to really extend your arm from your shoulder and just straight out your fingertips. And I'll say a lot of shrugging your shoulders up and wiggling out your side body just to kind of open up. And when just as something going forward for all of our poses, and I'll try to say it, but I always feel like it's a little repetitive, but really pressing into your feet, and you're really engaging your quadriceps, and you pulling your belly in and back, kind of engaging your abdominals. And then on your inhale, when you do your wiggling out through your side body, it kind of gives you a little momentum as we do some stretching and some twisting. So kind of go at your own pace. It's your practice. So however you feel your energy level is today. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I want to do this pose. And then I'm like, forget it, another time. So just notice how you're feeling, and we'll get started. So we're going to just start with a little bit of a shaking movement here, and just shaking out your wrists, opening up your wrists and your hands. And this could be at any amount. You can make big circles with your arms, whatever's comfortable for your arms, your shoulders. Just kind of waking up. If you're going in one direction, it's always nice to do the reverse as a counter pose. And then really kind of exaggerate and maybe like do a little side bending, maybe twisting, you're turning your head to one direction and the other, and maybe just kind of tapping your feet on the ground, just kind of opening up muscles. Hands onto your thighs. Notice how you're feeling. And shaking them out, maybe make little X's across your chest with your arms, one hand on top, then maybe switch and have the other arm going on top. And maybe swing the arms, kind of opening up your side body, around your waist area, and maybe dipping one shoulder down, just kind of opening up. Then we're just going to close our eyes and take your right palm to your left wrist. Maybe there's a little closing your eyes. Take a nice slow breath out, in and out. Noticing how you're feeling, maybe a little tingling in your fingers. It's just waking up your body. Breathing in and breathing out. All of this helps to calm the nervous system. It warms your body. There's nice blood flow that goes through. Inhaling, your chest is expanding. And exhale, your chest relaxes. And this really teaches us to live in the present moment, right now. Take another nice slow breath in. And a nice slow breath out. Let's crack our eyes open. And now we're going to just start doing some tapping, which is kind of opening up across your whole body. So we're going to start at the crown of your head. Just start patting the top of your head. And then maybe come down to your shoulders. And you can tap as hard or gentle. Just notice how you're feeling here. And come down to your collarbones, on your chest. And then take your left hand across your chest, down your right arm. Hands, kind of waking everything up, and come back up, shoulder, left arm goes back, and now take your right arm across your chest, down that left arm, pat those hands, clapping, and back up that arm, across your chest, through your ribs, really pat, hips, down your thighs, and down to your shins, and the tops of your feet, and then come travel back up your legs, buttocks, hips, side body, back up through your chest, and again, close your eyes and take the right hand around that left wrist and notice how this feels. Kind of waking up. This is a little more energetic. So maybe your hands are a little tingling. Maybe you're starting to get a little winded. So let's just focus on a nice inhale, raising that chest. And your exhale releases. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's crack our eyes open. And we'll just stretch our arms out to the side. Palms are facing up. And then raise your arms up overhead. Wiggle out through your side body. Inhaling, pressing into those feet firmly. Gauging those quadriceps. On an inhale, grow tall through your side body, and then exhale. Let's just take a stretch over to the right, really opening up from your left hip all the way out your fingertips, and breathe. Breath is very important here. Inhale, pulling your belly in and back, brings you back to center, and then exhale, stretch over to the left. Really shoot those fingers out, hugging your muscle to your bone. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, pressing into those feet, arms back to center, and release your arms to your side body. So let's just shrug those shoulders up, back and down. And then let's go in the opposite direction. Always want to do a little counter. So you're kind of opening up. So inhale, we're going to raise our arms out in front of us. And we're just going to do some pulsing action in front for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your arms to side body. Do a little shrug. And again, raising your arms out in front. Little pulsing action in, like as if you're holding like a beach ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release your arms. Shrug those shoulders. Raising your arms. Now, palms are facing down. And we're going to just do pulsing up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your arms to side body. Shrug those shoulders. Maybe wiggle at your side a little bit. Again, arms out to a T, palms down, and raise your arms up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should really be feeling this across your shoulder blades. Really engaging your bicep, tricep, all the way out your fingertips. Again, arms out to a T last time. Pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms, shrug those shoulders. Now let's have our palms facing forward, arms out to a T, and pulse back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms to side body. Really press into your feet, engaging those quads. Arms out to a T, palms forward, pulse back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Shrug those shoulders. Arms out to a T again, pulsing back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms. Let's bring our arms to a cactus shape. So all of these poses going forward, we're going to build. So just arms up in a cactus. We're just going to raise one knee up and place it down. Left knee up and place it down. Again, right knee up, left knee up. One more each side. Right knee up, left knee up. Release your arms. So let's add on to that. Arms are in a cactus. We're going to press into our right foot, lift that left knee, and just hinge at your hips over to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really opening up your side here in a nice little stretch. Again, arms to a T, press into your left foot and raise the right and hinge over to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, place that leg down. Release your arms to your side body. Shrug those shoulders. So we have a bolster, a blanket, anything that you can place on your thighs now, kind of close to your belly. And we're going to do a cobra in a chair, and we're going to do downward facing dog. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you get all the benefits from this. So you're going to press into your feet, really fire up those quads, and we're just going to place our forearms on your prop, pillow, blanket, block, whatever you have. Really pressing, hugging those arms to your side body, pressing into your feet, and you're just going to arch your spine and look up. Right now, this is a Bhujangasana, cobra pose, seated, and breathe. Take 3 nice breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Really, arms should be kind of fired up and burning. So exhale, we're going to round our spine and drop our head. Let it go. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes. Maybe roll out your neck. Really releasing your neck. You should feel this nice stretch across your shoulders. And then inhale, come back to center. We'll do some seated cow and cat. So on an inhale, arch your spine and look up. Really grow tall through your side body. Exhale, round your spine and drop your head. This is a very calming posture. Helps reset your nervous system. Inhale, raises your head and looking up. Exhale, round your spine. Pull your belly in and back. One more. Inhale, arches that spine. Exhale, round your spine. Drop your head. So inhale, come back up to center. And now we can remove a prop here. Just going to raise our arms so that they're higher than our shoulders, pretending like you're pressing into an imaginary wall in front of you. And then just drop your head. Press into those feet. Fire up those quads. Pull your belly in and back and let your head go. Your arms are raised above your shoulders. You're really pressing out through those hands. You're activating all the muscles from your shoulder all the way out your fingers. We'll stay for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look up and lower your hands to your side body and just shake those shoulders up, back, and down. So now we'll do a little twisting. So raise your arms up overhead. Palms are going to face one another. And then take your left palm on top of your right thigh and just hold on to your chair that's behind you. So on the inhale, you're going to look forward and then get tall through that side body. Exhale, you're going to turn your head to look over your right shoulder, any amount. Really press into that palm on your thigh and press that palm into the back of your chair. Really opening up a nice little twist here. You should feel this in your lower right side of your back. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale and exhale. Let's release your palms to side body and let's set up for the other side. So raise your arms, press into those feet, really lengthening out your side body here. Palms are facing one another. Exhale, right palm, left thigh, and just your left palm will touch the chair that's behind you. Inhale, wiggle out, grow a little tall, and then exhale, turn your head any amount to look over that left shoulder. The inhale lengthens you, and the exhale allows you to twist a little deeper. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale and exhale. Release that and come back to center. And now let's just shrug our shoulders up, grow tall. If it's accessible to you, you can flip your palms, wiggle out for your side body, breathing in and breathing out. Let's release our palms and let's just do a nice little stretch here. Bend the right elbow, the palm is in the middle of your back, and then take the left hand on top of that right elbow. And you should feel this nice stretch here, breathing in and breathing out. So let's do we did some cat and cow before. So on an inhale, arch that spine and look out, up, and round your spine on the exhale and drop your head. This should feel really nice. Did a lot of arms, so this is a really great stretch. Inhale, raises your head, neck, and chest. Wiggle out through your side body and look up, arching that spine. And then exhale, round your spine, drop your head. One more. Inhale, pressing into those feet, pulling that belly in. And then exhale, round your spine and drop your head. Inhale, look up. And we'll do the other side. Let's bend this left arm, goes in the middle of our back. Then take your right palm on top of that elbow, whatever's comfortable. You could give a nice little stretch here, a little wiggling out, and then press into those feet on your inhale, looking up, arching that spine a little, and then exhale, round your spine and drop your head. Again, inhale, arches that spine, you go tall, lengthening, exhale, round your spine. One more. Inhale, looking up, exhale, drop your head. Inhale, look up, and release your arms to your side body. So I like this, it's called, I call it the genie pose. So we're gonna take your right elbow, I'm gonna hold on to your elbows, crossing the right arm on top of the left. Again, arch your spine and look up. Keep those elbows shoulder height, and then exhale, lower your head and drop your crown of your head and breathe. Inhale, arches your spine. Keep those elbows up. Exhale, round your spine. One more. Inhale, arches your spine, and exhale, lowers it. We do a lot of sitting. There's no kind of movement here. Inhale, raises your head and just release your arms to your side body. And just shake those wrists out. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to do a little raising that knee, kind of give it a little tug. This is going to open up for when we go down to the mats or onto a couch, whatever's comfortable. You can give it a little rock, a little squeeze, whatever's comfortable. And then release the right foot and left knee into your chest. Do a little back and forth, side to side, just really opening up that left hip, and place that knee on the mat. So now the second part of this class, we will come down to laying on the mat. So I'm just going to remove my chair to the side. and make sure that it's a good angle and you could see. I think so. Okay, so I'm going to come to lay on our backs. You can have the feet, your socks on. That's a nice little grip here. So I think I need to take a prop off of here now that I'm on the floor. Yes. Okay. Okay, so you're going to lay on your back. Sorry, let me do this. There was a chat here. Okay. So I think this should be better. Okay, so laying on our backs, your feet, kind of your hands could graze your ankles here. And just lower your sacrum, let it settle into the mat or your couch, and just breathe. This is really something that we never do because we're either sitting or standing. So really releasing this lower back. It's also very calming for your system. So we're going to press into our feet and just raise your right foot up in the air. So notice how this feels. Sometimes there's one side's a little more open. Just see how that feels. And then we're going to take this right ankle on top of the left thigh and just give that right thigh a little nudge away. Just gentle, just a little stretching. You can rock side to side. Just kind of massaging that lower back and breathe. Come back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's raise that right leg back up, point the toe and flex. We do a lot of maybe roll out the ankle, whatever's comfortable. And then right foot to the mat, press into that right foot and raise the left up. Maybe you could take your hands behind your left thigh, maybe a little stretch here, kind of really releasing that back. And then place the left ankle on top of the right thigh and just give that gentle thigh a little gentle push. If you rock side to side on the other side, this is my very bad side, my very tight side. So I always like to linger a little more. So just notice, everyone's mobility and flexibility is different. So just notice and breathe. And then come back to stillness and raise the left leg up. Maybe roll out the ankle a little bit. Maybe hammock your hands behind that thigh, straightening your arms. Really allows your sacrum to kind of settle into the ground. And then bend that knee and place it on the mat. So now we're going to get set up for some bridge poses. So we're going to press into our feet. I'll demonstrate first. Kind of fingers gaze your ankles. You're going to press into your feet for a count of 4 up and hover. Squeeze at the top and then exhale down slowly. Very controlled movements so that you're really engaging your quadriceps. You're using your stomach muscles. So pressing into your feet, your palms are flat into the mat. Raise your hips up. 2, 3, 4, and squeeze, really squeeze, engaging your buttocks, and then slowly roll down. 2, 3, 4, and pause. When you pause like that, it kind of resets your sacrum. Again, pressing into the palms and your feet, raises your hips up for 2, 3, 4, squeeze, and exhale down. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 1 more, pressing into those feet, raises your hips up for 2, 3, 4, and squeeze at the top, and exhale down. 2, 3, 4, and pause. Let's pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug, maybe rock a little side to side, and maybe shoulders off the mat, rounding your spine, a little crunch. This is massaging your lower back as well as stretching your abdominals. And then lower those shoulders back down to the mat. And now we're going to place our hands, maybe make a fist or your palms down, whatever's comfortable for your shoulders. And our knees are into our chest on the inhale. You're really muscle to bone. So press those legs kind of together. And then we're going to hover over to the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Really opening up this left side back here. And then inhale, pulls your belly back in for 3, 2, 1 to center. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the left. Should feel this nice opening right here. The ribs, everything. And then inhale back to center. 4, 3, 2, 1 and pause. Exhale, hover to the right. 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale back to center. 2, 3, 4 and pause. Resetting that sacrum. Exhale over to the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Over that right shoulder maybe, and then inhale back to center. 1 more each side. Exhale, hover over to the right. Pause. Inhale, pull that belly in back to center and pause. Exhale over to the left and hover. Pause. Inhale back to center. Let's pull those knees into our chest, shoulders up, a little round crunch. Be a little rocking side to side or forward and back. Just really massaging your spine. And then release your shoulders to the mat. And let's shoot our legs back up to the ceiling. And we'll take our palms just for a little more height. We're going to take our palms under our buttocks, hip area. Palms are facing down. We're going to hover out for 4. And then we're going to hover at the bottom. And then we're going to go back up. And when we come back up, we're going to try to lift our hips. Okay, so inhale. You can have your toes pointed, flex, whatever's comfortable. And we're going to exhale down. 2, 3, 4, and hover. Really working those abdominals. Inhale, back to center, up, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Lift those hips, any amount. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4, and hover. Should be burning right now, a little bit. Inhale, up, 2, 3, 4, pause. Lift those hips, really working your abdominals. Exhale, down, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back up, 2, 3, 4. Raise those hips, bend your knees, and give yourself a nice hug. Place our palms on our knees, which now kind of pushing our knees away, which will straighten our arms. And you have a little bit of a C curve. If you could really put your hand underneath your back, it's just a different massaging of the spine. So just notice your feet are just going to dangle. And maybe bring one knee in and the other knee. Just really opening up your hips, massaging your entire back here. And then place your soles of your feet together, raising your shoulders off, and give a little Baddha Konasana crunch. Inhaling and exhaling. Lower your shoulders to the mat. And let's place those soles of the feet on the floor. If you have that bolster or a blanket, you can place that on the outside of your thighs for a little restorative posture. And then let's go back to our breathing. Let's place your more dominant hand on your chest, and then your other hand on your belly. Just notice your breath and breathe. This is also a very calming posture. Supta Baddha Konasana resets your nervous system, reduces anxiety and stress. It's a really calming posture. Circulation, digestion, helps promote a nice good night's sleep. Just notice your breath. On the inhale, raises your chest, and on the exhale, it releases. Breathing in and breathing out. Breath is the most important thing. Usually, when you're fight or flight or you're anxious, your heart races, and you can't really control that. And when you really focus on your breath, a nice inhale and a nice exhale, the oxygen is flowing and it really helps to promote calmness. So when you're ready, let's take your hands on the outside of your thighs and close your knees together like a book. And let's hug those knees in one more time. And then what we'll do now is we're going to put our arms out to a T, palms up or down, whatever's comfortable for your shoulders. And we're going to drop the knees over to the right and we're going to stay. Take your right palm on top of your left thigh and kind of gently push that thigh away, kind of opening up through your side body, your hips. And then if it's comfortable for your neck and your shoulder, you can look over that left arm and close the windows of your eyes. Enjoy this nice twist. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Inhale and exhale. Head back to center and bring those knees back to center. And let's exhale them over to the left. Press that left palm on that right thigh, kind of gently guide that away. And if it's comfortable, look over that right shoulder and close the windows of your eyes, slowing down your breath, breathing in and breathing out. You never really take any time to do all of this. All the sitting and hunched over a computer and on the phone and in a car and whatever it is, this is just a really calming posture here. Just notice your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, your knees back to center. Give yourself one nice little rounded hug, shoulders off the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Release your shoulders down, place your feet on the mat, and then just extend your left leg and your right leg out. Kind of shake out those legs. Palms can be facing up, and then just come to stillness, setting up for your Shavasana. This probably is the most important pose of everything, because as you're breathing in, figuring out what else you have to do all later, now is just time for you, breathing out. So we're going to remain here for about a minute or so. I'm going to play some music a little louder, just closing your eyes and breathing. And then we'll do some breath work. Breathing in and breathing out. Take this time for yourself. So with your eyes remaining closed, I'm going to do a little 4-count breath work here, just to kind of send the oxygen through your systems. So on an inhale, we're going to inhale for a count of 4 with a pause, and exhale for a count of 4 with a pause. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale it away. Just notice your breath, breathing in and breathing out. When our bodies sense stress, it releases cortisol and adrenaline, which are neurotransmitters and hormones that both fight inflammation and give us energy, and are released when we do a simple thing as getting up and out of a chair. However, when stress is perceived at a constant or repeated level, the body will keep producing them at a rate faster than they can be removed, which leads to an accumulation of stress hormones in our bloodstream. At that point, the opposite begins to happen, and cortisol, which helps fight infections, collects in the bloodstream and becomes toxic, and inflammation begins to increase. Our sleep is affected. One reason we do feel better after yoga practice is that this exercise primary to help removing excess cortisol and adrenaline from the bloodstream. Any exercise, in fact, will do this, but yoga has the added benefit of allowing us to access our nervous system, which perceives stress through our breathing, and direct it towards perceiving balance, safety, and steadiness. So your breath is the most important thing. So maybe stretch your arms over your head, give yourself a little stretch, or cross your arms and give yourself a little hug. Just waking back up, taking a nice slow breath in and a nice slow breath out. So let's place your more dominant hand on your heart and your other hand on your belly. Just notice your breathing in, raises your chest, and exhale it away. Place the hand that's on your belly on top of the hand that's on your heart. And we'll chant the sound of Om 1 time and Shanti for peace. First, your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sealing your practice, maybe with a thought or a word, kindness, love, compassion, whatever comes to mind. Breathe that in and breathe it out. Thank you for sharing your practice with me tonight. Hope it's left you feeling a little more open and supported, grounded. Have a great night. Namaste.